Thank you so much for joining us today at the Greenwich Film Festival. What is your name and what project are you here with today?
Hello, it's lovely to be here. My name is Rakie Ayola. I am exec producer of the film Hedgehog.
So what compelled the creatives behind Hedgehog to want to tell this particular story?
Well, my husband wrote the story, Adam Smothers. He also directed it, and he and my daughter, Tansy Smothers, would discuss telling a story about a child or a young person like her that has a condition called NF1, neurofibromatosis type 1. So they came up with a story on her trips to school. And then Adam went away and wrote the script. And we wanted to tell a story, because a lot of people don't know about NF1, we wanted to tell a story that was life-affirming and positive and just said whatever life throws at you, you can get beyond it, you can learn to love yourself and literally love your skin, because that's what our central character Josie has to do. She has to just love the skin that she's in. So it's a bit of a coming-of-age story.
So that was spoiling too much, the title Hedgehog. How does that relate to the central premise?
Josie is fascinated with the character Richard III because she's studying that in her drama group. And in the play, Richard is called a hedgehog. He's described as a hedgehog. And because he talks about himself and the physical condition that he has, she sort of latches on to the idea of being thought of as a hedgehog by other people, having something different about you that has people describe you in that way. It really resonates with her. So she comes to sort of adopt that word and title and learns to love it.
So obviously this is a story for all audiences, but in particular, what would you like young people to get out of the story?
I would love young people, we would love, can you start again? Okay, like that, oops.
It's okay. You know how it works. Obviously the story is for all ages and all audiences, but in particular young people, what would you like young people to get out from the story?
We would love young people to take from it that difference is okay. If you feel different, that's okay. If you see something that you perceive as different, it's okay too. It's okay to ask politely, and respectfully, or don't ask and just accept that not everyone is like you, but they're trying to live their life and like you, they're trying to find their way. They want and hope for the good things that we all want and hope for. And don't judge a book by its cover. You just don't know what people have got going on.
And we're all similar, we're all the same, we're all searching for love, aren't we?
We are all searching for love, we're all searching for understanding. We want to be accepted and included and taken seriously, and we want to have fun, and we all want to hug.
So, how long was the production? Was it a very vigorous production to shoot? What did it entail?
Our production was 5 days long, 4 straight days, and then a couple of weeks later, a separate day. Filmed. Our production was 5 days, 4 straight days, 1 separate day. Filmed all over Greenwich, 1 day in Peckham, in a little shop in Peckham. A very, very committed, absolutely brilliant cast of creative cast and crew. Just everyone got stuck in, and like all short films, it's tough, the days are long, and all the luxuries aren't there, but people were so behind telling this story. And we did what we could to make it as comfortable as we could, but we also want the money to be on screen, so there's that balance. But I think what people will see is that the production values are as high as we could make them. We wanted people to see something beautiful. We wanted them to relate to the story, but we wanted it to look great, and hopefully that's come across too.
Because it's the visual medium, the cinema. It's all
exactly, and I think that can get forgotten because there's not a lot of money, and I've got a story to tell, and it doesn't matter how I tell it, and sometimes that can be brilliant too, I know. But it was really important to us that this was a beautiful film, so that all the creators could see their work. So it wasn't just Adam's writing that shone or the cast that shone. We wanted our DOP and our sound recordist and our sound editor and the focus puller to also see their work, and we wanted them to feel that their work was well represented on screen.
So is this Adam's first writing directing film, or is this one of many he's done?
So this is the first piece that he's written and produced. He's written other stuff and he's directed other stuff. It's the first time he's written, produced, directed something. And he's got just a real eye for setting things beautifully, you know, his sort of mise en scène. He's really good at that, it's lovely. And I hope it leads to a lot more. And for me, as I've exec produced a few things, including sort of primetime television. But this was the hardest because this was the one where I was also wearing lots of hats. You know, I was trailing around with costumes and makeup and making sure the food was. And so wearing all those different hats, as everyone knows when they're making a short film, is stressful, but it's all about making sure that everyone can do their best work.
Was there one thing you learned in the process of making this film that you didn't know before? I'm intrigued.
I'm a professional actor, and I'm used to being on big sets with dozens of people. And I think, can I stop? Hold on, let me just stop because my glasses are steaming up.
Absolutely.
I'm getting so hot. I'm going to get really hot.
That's okay.
Oh well, might have to go with that. Might have to go with the steam.
Whenever you're ready.
I'm a professional actor, so I'm used to being on big sets with massive crews, and I know that everybody has a job to do, but sometimes you think, oh, surely we could do it with less people. Something I learned was there is a reason that all those people are on the set, and when they're not there, you really miss them. Doesn't mean the work can't be done, and it doesn't mean the work can't be brilliant, but you really understand why 2 people do that job instead of 1. Or even 6 people do that job instead of 2. You know what I mean? So that's what I've learned. I've learned to really appreciate everybody on a massive set and particularly appreciate everybody on a tiny set.
So if there was one thing you wanted this particular film to be remembered for in the long run, what would it be?
If people come away from this film Googling what on earth is NF1, we've done our job. And if they come away Googling what on earth is NF1, maybe wiping a tear away, we've really done our job.
Let's end it there. That's fantastic. Thank you so much. I really look forward to seeing the film, and I hope everyone at the Greenwich Film Festival will resonate with it as much as you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
You.